Salutations to all our future judges. In this video, we are going to see Indian Evidence Act 1872. But before going into the video, I'd like to make few requests to our viewers as well as the subscribers. Kindly do not skip the video. Watch the video from the beginning till the end. If you skip in between, you may be missing very crucial information or very crucial aspects which have been explained. Hence, watch from the beginning till the end. And next request is, please do have a notebook and a pen with you, because various questions which have been asked in Evidence Act in various exams would be mentioned or would be stated. And in addition to this, idea would be given as to how questions could be framed in a particular section. It is very important for you. So you all need to make a note of all these aspects. And in addition to this, some additional illustrations would also be given while teaching the act. Hence, you please make a note of all those additional illustrations as well. They would be of absolute help to you in understanding the particular section. And in addition to this, various ways or techniques would be taught which would help you to remember those sections, or to say some memory techniques would be given. This would be really helpful to you in remembering the sections when you go to the exam. I hope this video would be of absolute and great utility to you. Now, let us move to admissions. Admission is defined under section 17 of the Indian Evidence Act. Simply, admission is nothing but a statement. We need to remember this. Admission is a statement. In which form it can be given? It can be oral, it can be documentary, or it can be contained in an electronic form. And what this admission or statement should give? If there is a case, you cannot give a statement which is unconnected to it. That should give an inference to any fact and issue or relevant fact. That is very important. And it should be made by any other persons or under the circumstances which is mentioned hereafter. After this section 17, there are so many facts which are stated which would help this section. It's as simple as that. So, admission is simply a statement given by any person which is oral, documentary, or in electronic form. And this admission should help the court in determining the fact and issue or the relevant fact. And it should be given by the persons or the circumstances which is defined in the following sections. Now, let us move to section 18. Section 18 is admission by party to proceeding or his agent. So, let us imagine a scenario. A person is conducting a case, and in that case, he falls sick or he gets hospitalized. He is asking his brother to represent him in the case. So he gives a power to his brother. So his brother is going to the court and appearing in the case. So in that case, if a statement is made by his brother, it is deemed to be an admission. Now the person who is hospitalized cannot come and say, no, I didn't mean to say this. My brother has said this by mistake. That cannot be considered. This statement will not be accepted by the court. Simple aspect is, if his agent is going to admit something, it means the party who has engaged him as an agent himself has accepted. It would be deemed so. So that is very important. The authorization given need not be expressly given. It can be given on an implied manner also. That is also equally important. The next aspect is admission by suitor in representative character. Let us try to understand this with an example. Let us fix a date 1/1/2020. 1/1/2020. On this date, a person is giving a statement. At that time, this person was not a representative of Mr. A on 1/1/2020. He is giving a statement. That statement is not an admission. Simple. After that, say in 1 2, 2020. He is becoming the representative. And after that, he is giving a statement. And on 1/3/2020, a case is being filed. So in that case, the statement made on 1/1/2020 is not an admission, but statement made on 1/2/2020 is an admission. Simple. He was not representing a person at that time he gave a statement. That is not admission. Subsequently, he became a representative of that person. At that time, he is giving a statement that is relevant. I hope you understood this very well. Now, let us move to the next aspect. The first one is by party interested in subject matter. Let us take an example. Father is holding a property. There was a will written by his father. So, he is stating that my son A will hold the property and then he will hand over the property to my grandson. That is the will he has written. So, based on which the father is holding the property. At that time, a case is being filed against the property, saying that somebody else is also having a right over the property. In that case, a person who is having any proprietary or pecuniary interest in the subject matter. So, in this case, there is one more person, that is the grandson, who is having a proprietary right over the property. Because he is the owner of the property, only thing is, his father was holding the property on behalf of his son. His grandfather has written the property in the name of his grandson. So, in that case, the grandson has also a proprietary right. And if the grandson is making a statement, then in that case, that is an admission, provided if there was a continuance of the interest of the persons making the statement. To put it simply, the interest was still alive for the grandson. If that interest got terminated, imagine in the same scenario, if the court has given an order stating that will itself is invalid, and the son and the grandson does not have any right to the property. If the court has declared so, then in that case, the statement of the grandson is not an admission. So, simple thing is, the person who is having this proprietary or pecuniary interest, his interest should be continuing at the time he is making the statement. Now, the second thing is by person from whom interest is derived. Imagine there is a company being run by the father. So, this father is giving the right to his son. So, in that case, the statement made by the father over the company is said to be an admission, provided that during the period he makes a statement, there was a continuance of the interest, what he was holding. So, this is very important. Under what situation an admission made by a party is considered to be an admission? So, all these come to a single point. If I am a person who's having a right as a representative, or having an interest in the subject matter, or I have derived some interest from somebody, in all these cases, all these aspects should continue when I make the statement. If that is not continuing, any statement made by me is not an admission. So, now let us move on to the next section, which is section 19. Admissions by persons whose position must be proved as against party to the suit. Now, we will try to understand this by the illustration given. So, as simple as that, A undertakes to collect rents for B. So, imagine B is a company. B is engaging A. B is saying to A, that is the company is saying to A, please go and collect the rent which the people have to give to the company. So, A is doing his job. Now, this company is suing A for not collecting rent from C. C is another person. So, this A is saying, no, there is no rent due from C to the company. Now, that C is coming and saying, yes, I have to pay rent to the company B. he himself admits that yes, I have to pay the rent, but A is saying no, C need not pay the rent. In that case, it is relevant as against A. If A denies that C did not owe rent to the B. So as simple as that, if someone is saying, is personally coming and saying no, I have to pay the rent. What A is saying is not correct. I have to pay the rent. If that statement is being given, in that case, it will act against A and it will be considered as an admission in this particular section. I hope you understood this particular section. Now let us move to section 20. Admission by persons expressly referred to by party to suit. Now they are given an illustration. The question is whether a horse sold by A to B is sound. A is selling a horse to B. The question is whether the horse is sound. Now this A is saying to B, you can go and ask C. C knows all about it. Then this A gives this statement. So based on which B is going and asking C, sir, I am planning to buy the horse from A. Can you tell me like how the horse is, whether the horse is sound? Then the C is saying, yes, the horse is sound. Then that statement is an admission. We can even try to have one more example in this regard. Imagine that you are personally going to buy a property. In that case, you are asking the person from whom you are going to buy the property or the house owner. You are going and saying to the house owner, sir, is this building in a proper condition? So this person is saying, that is the house owner is saying to you that you can ask this engineer. He has constructed this house. So he knows the quality of this house or the items which have been used in this house. So you can go to that engineer personally and you can check the quality of this building. Then you personally go to that engineer and ask that engineer, or you say to that engineer that you are planning to buy this property and ask him, sir, can I buy this property? Is this property worth it? And what are the materials you have used in this property? Then that engineer is giving you a statement saying that, sir, this property is very good. I personally was handling the construction related aspects and I know this has a good quality materials in it. Then based on that, you go and purchase the property. In that case, the statement given by that engineer is an admission. I hope you understood this particular section also. I given an additional example so that you can understand this in a better manner. If you like the video, do press the red color subscribe button as well as the all button so that you receive the notifications whenever a video is posted in this channel. If you like the video, do press the thumbs up button and share the channel with your friends. You can motivate your friends by sharing the channel. Let us join hands together and contribute for a learned society. Thank you.